day, another Baltany, and another homage, this time of the Rolex Explorer. They offered this watch before, but only in 39mm. Now, however, they went closer to the original with a more classical 36. Since I do own the original 36 from early 2000s, not the current one, it gave me the opportunity to compare the two. But first, a shameless plug. Since many of you commented on my coffee mug, it is now available to order through my YouTube channel via a link that should pop up right about now on your screen. If you're watching on your mobile phone, the link will be available in the description. Now back to the watch. Despite both sharing the same 36mm diameter on paper, Baltany wears and looks bigger. And the reason for that is the fact it really is a 36mm watch. In case you didn't know, very few Rolex watches are actually the size Rolex says they are. My 41mm Submariner is actually 40.5. The Explorer 2 I own is advertised as 40, but is actually 39. And so is the case with the Explorer 36, that you guessed it, isn't really 36. It's actually 35.5, and even that is from the furthest curved point to another, while the bezel that actually gives you the size perspective is only 34.8. That is why some people, me included, get surprised when they see it in person for the first time. I did get used to it and love the smaller size, but Baltany actually made a 36mm version. Another thing that separates the two are the bezel width and markers and hand size. On Baltany, both are bigger and much bolder, making the whole watch louder and more attention-grabbing. While Rolex is understated and more elegant, this one is more in your face, and because they combined the polished applied numerals and hands with a matte dial, the whole dial pops and is incredibly easy to read. Usually when brands try to do the Explorer homage, they either go full modern or full vintage. This one mixes the two and the result is spectacular. You get a watch that is more readable in pretty much any situation imaginable while getting that vintage vibe thanks to a domed sapphire crystal. They also went with a female end-link bracelet, which means you can wear it no matter how small your wrist is. I personally prefer the male end links when it comes to Explorer, as the watch is so short lug to lug, the protruding links actually follow the shape of my 6.5-inch wrist perfectly, but Baltany played it safe by going for a female one. The bracelet itself is excellent, with solid links held with screws, solid end links, and a machined clasp. And the only thing missing to make it perfect is on-the-fly adjustments, which this doesn't have. Instead, you get 3 micro adjustment points. It means you still be able to find the perfect fit, but not tool-free like on my sub. The modern bracelet gives the watch more heft, but it isn't too heavy as to make it uncomfortable to wear. But given the overall look of the watch, even if you don't like the bracelet, you'll be okay, as this one, just like the original, will be a strap monster. The case still retains long sharp lugs and those sexy curved sides that I love on my Explorer and wish my Submariner had. And while the overall quality on the outside is pretty much perfect, I did find some dust and scratches on the hands, which came as a bit of a surprise after dealing with the 1921 American, which was flawless even under macro. But don't get me wrong, even these scratches are only visible under macro. The movement used is a Seiko NH38, so a true no-date automatic with 21,600 bph beat rate and with both hacking and hand winding. In my case, this has been losing about a second a day, which is pretty spectacular. This whole package is priced at just over $200, which to me is more than fair given the quality of the bracelet and overall aesthetics of the watch, if you can stomach the fact that it is almost a blatant copy of a more popular one. I personally love it and find it to be more in the spirit of the Explorer given the incredible legibility and price, as you'll have no reservations on taking this watch to any adventure you can think of, including diving, as it comes with a screw-in crown and 200 meters of water resistance. Like I said, they also offer a 39mm version and also another dial option, brown with sunburst effect. But personally, I find this version the best as it has just enough wrist presence while the markers pop incredibly well due to a matte dial combined with AR coating of the crystal. This makes me wish Rolex releases a matte dial Explorer 36 again, now that they also employ AR coating on their crystals, as I think that would be the most legible Rolex ever. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.